Welcome back to ScientificCareers, where complex skills become practical tools for your career, your business, and your life. This episode 2 of our Project Management Skills series. In episode 1, we learned a difficult truth. Most projects fail, not because people don't work hard, but because they don't follow a system. Today, that changes. Because in this episode, we explore the project lifecycle, the 5 phases behind every successful project on Earth. This is the system Adam will use to open his pharmacy, the system Sarah will use to plan her wedding, and the system Omar uses to run a $50 million clinical trial. Let's begin. Every project, big or small, follows the same 5 phases. Initiation, planning, execution, monitoring and control. Closing. Think of them as the 5 chapters of a story. Skip a chapter, rush a chapter, or ignore a chapter, and the story collapses. Let's see how our 3 characters enter chapter 1. Initiation answers the big questions. Why are we doing this? What problem are we solving? What does success look like? Who is involved? Most people skip this step, and that's why their projects fall apart. Adam is excited. He found a shop for rent. He's imagining the shelves, the logo, the grand opening. But initiation forces him to slow down. He writes his first project charter. Why open this pharmacy? What services will he offer? Who are the stakeholders? What licenses are required? What does success look like? For the first time, Adam realizes he doesn't have a project yet. He has a dream. Initiation turns that dream into something real. Sarah wants a beautiful wedding. But beautiful means different things to different people. Initiation helps her define the vision, not the details. She writes her wedding charter. Purpose, budget range, guest count, date flexibility, key decision makers, including her mother. Now she has clarity and a direction. For Omar, initiation is non-negotiable. A Phase 3 clinical trial cannot begin without a protocol, a feasibility study, regulatory approvals, stakeholder alignment, risk assessment, budget approval. Initiation is the foundation of his entire project. If he gets this wrong, the consequences are massive. Let's travel back to 1999. NASA is preparing to make history. A spacecraft, the Mars Climate Orbiter, is on its way to the Red Planet. Years of planning, hundreds of engineers, millions of lines of code. A mission worth $327 million. Everything is going perfectly until the moment the spacecraft enters Mars's atmosphere. And then, silence. No signal, no telemetry, no spacecraft. NASA loses the orbiter forever. The investigation begins. And what they discover is almost unbelievable. One engineering team used metric units. Another team used imperial units. A tiny mismatch. A small detail. A missing alignment in the initiation phase. And that tiny detail destroyed a $300 million mission. What went wrong? If you were the project manager, what would be your top 3 lessons learned? Share your thoughts in the comments. And stay until the end. We'll reveal the 3 lessons every PM must learn from this story. If initiation is why, planning is how. This is where ideas become a roadmap. Planning answers. What exactly are we doing? How long will it take? How much will it cost? Who does what? What could go wrong? Adam builds his first work breakdown structure. Licensing, renovation, suppliers, inventory, branding, hiring, marketing, grand opening. Then he creates his first Gantt chart. And suddenly, his timeline is unrealistic. His budget is too small. His tasks are unclear. Planning exposes the truth. And that's good, because now he can fix it. Sarah creates her wedding plan, a guest list, a vendor list, a timeline, a budget, a decision calendar. Then she discovers something painful. Her dream venue is not available on her preferred date. Planning reveals constraints, but also options. Omar coordinates a massive plan. 12 countries, 200 hospitals, thousands of patients, dozens of vendors, millions in budget, strict regulatory timelines. He uses critical path method, risk matrices, resource allocation, communication plans. Planning is where his project becomes real. Now let's jump to London. The year is 2009. The UK announces one of the most ambitious transportation projects in Europe, Crossrail, a massive underground rail system connecting the entire city. A project worth $25 billion, a promise to transform transportation for millions. The plan? Open in 2018. But behind the scenes, the project is falling apart. Design changes keep coming. Contractors aren't aligned. The timeline is unrealistic. The scope keeps expanding. Teams are working in silos, and no one has a unified roadmap. By the time the truth comes out, the project is years behind schedule, billions over budget, and drowning in complexity. Crossrail eventually opens, but only after becoming a global example of planning failure. If you were the PM of Crossrail, what would be your top 3 lessons learned? Share your thoughts in the comments. And stay until the end. We'll reveal the lessons every PM should take from this story. And now, the most dramatic project failure of the decade. The Fyre Festival. A luxury music festival on a private island in the Bahamas. Influencers promoting it. Celebrities endorsing it. Tickets selling for thousands of dollars. But behind the scenes? No infrastructure, no water, no electricity, no proper planning, no risk assessment, no realistic timeline. They sold a dream on an island that didn't even have running water. When guests arrived, they found disaster tents. No food, no artists, no festival. The entire project collapsed in 24 hours. Why? Because they skipped the initiation phase entirely. If you were the PM of Fyre Festival, what would be your top 3 lessons learned? Tell us in the comments. And stay until the end. We'll share the real lessons every PM must learn from this disaster. Here are the official ScientificCareer's takeaways. The lessons every project manager must learn. From NASA, alignment is not optional. Initiation must include technical clarity. Small details destroy big projects. From Crossrail, unrealistic timelines are a silent killer. Scope creep destroys everything. A project without a unified roadmap is doomed. From the Fyre Festival, a dream is not a project. Infrastructure comes before marketing. Risk management is survival. Across all 3 disasters, one truth repeats. Projects don't fail at the end. They fail at the beginning. Initiation and planning are not paperwork. They are protection. And in the next episode, we explore the skill that protects every project from chaos. Scope. The art of saying, this is in, and this is not. If this episode helped you understand the project lifecycle, follow ScientificCareers, share this series with someone who needs it, and get ready for episode 3. Your journey into project management continues.